everybody, Emite here. How's it going? I'm just chilling here in Black Market with a bunch of cubes because, darn it. I have another 70 coins and I want to go pick up a new pair of boots. I don't know which one I should get, so I'm gonna do the usual thing and head over to Free Market and Auction House straight from downtown and see which one has the most value right now. Okay, so there's a clean one for 7 here. Oh, there's already a 15% Luck Thief boot. There are no mage boots though, however. Let's check the auction house. How about that? So, clean warriors for 7.3. FM was what? Clean for 7. There's one mage boot. Bowman. A bunch of thieves. And no pirates. Okay, maybe this time around I'll get a mage boot. I'm not entirely sure if this is the best decision, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try. Okay, I got a new Tyrant boot. I'm gonna head over to the reward points shop to pick up the P-Sock. I have a lot of reward points from just, you know, the whole double miracle time thing, and then I leveled up an Ilium to 200, which gave me a lot of reward points, and then there was a hot weekend or something along the lines of that that gave even more, and then there was a hot week that gave 2,000, so there was a lot of reward points to be given out, which is particularly interesting. Okay, let's get this going. Wait, what? Hold on. I used an advanced potential scroll and it gave the boot epic potential. Is that supposed to happen? That's the first time I've ever seen this actually happen. 2-liner. So let's get out of here first. I've actually have never seen that happen before. Is that actually a thing? I didn't lose any epic pots. I had 2 at the beginning and I still have 2. Wow. I'm actually surprised. So yeah, I got another Tyrant boot and just the usual antics for me. I'm gonna try and tier it up and make it unique so I can sell a bunch of stuff. What I've been doing recently is just leveling a lot of Legion mules. I'm extremely exhausted from doing them. I'm still not done yet. I didn't realize I didn't have enough mules to cover up what I needed to cover, which was basically 2 areas of the Legion grid. Ooh, how many do I have left? Just the 1? Alright, well, let's see if we can clutch it. And nothing. Fake 3-line decks as well. It's okay. I have something to work on now, which always motivates me to make more meso. I'm currently in the middle of just trying to complete my entire list of Legion mules I want to get to 200 and all that. I've also done... Well, let me just show you first of all. This is my current Legion rank. I went past 6,000 last episode while leveling up some Legion mules. I'm currently leveling even more. I'm in the middle of leveling, where are you? My blaster. That is anything but fun for me because they're incredibly button intensive. And as someone that plays a lot of video games and piano, it doesn't help that I need to use my fingers incredibly hard. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update. I'm currently in the middle of just leveling up what I need to level, so then I can put it all into one episode. You might see it before or after, depending on when I finish all the leveling. I just want to bundle all of the Legion mules into one episode to get that out of the way. This list of member bonuses is actually starting to look very, very nicely though. But the main reason why I wanted to show this and give you an update is because I've decided to do some calculations again. And I want to respec my crit rate. I had a lot of assumptions before. I thought that I would have to get my Phantom to 210 to get the level 3 link for it and get an extra 5% crit rate. I know I eventually want to re-cube the B-pot on this emblem, almost said metal, and that's going to make me lose the 18%, but I actually did a bunch of calculating here. Maybe I'll have an infographic off to the side or something. I'll have to edit it in post, but hear me out here. A character has 5% innate crit chance. I have a passive of chance attack that gives me 20% crit rate, so that makes me 25% just from skills. With link skills, I have Phantom, so that adds it to 40% now. And then I have a BT link that adds 7, so that makes 47. Then I have my Night Lord and Marksman Legion member bonus, which then that makes it 55%. Then with my inner ability, I have 19, so that makes it 71. That means all that's left is if I max this out and get 15% crit rate here, I get 86. And I'm short 3? Wait, I thought I was short 1. Hold on, I gotta pull a calculator. My mental math is failing me. So 5 plus 20 from chance attack, plus 7 from BT, plus 15 from Phantom, plus 19 from inner ability, plus 8 from Night Lord and Marksman. That makes 74. So if I have this maxed out, that would make me 89, which means I am 1% crit rate away from getting 100% crit chance, because I will be using decent speed infusion as well, so I only have to aim for 90. It's really funny how it ended up being mainly this line right here. If this was actually a perfect unique line, I would not have to worry about this, but because of that, I'm probably going to have to devote 1 square of this critical rate section for myself. My endgame build is going to be crit damage and boss, so I can just slip one character into one of the squares there, or if I'm training, I can also just extend this all the way to this corner, but I just thought it would be something funny to share. Now that I've done all of this calculating, I've actually figured out that no, I don't need my Phantom to level 210. I don't need my Beast Tamer to 210 either, so that's a wonderful feeling. So knowing that, I'm going to be working around that, and actually, you know what? I can actually just respec this right now. So let's do that. I'm just going to reset my thing here. I'm going to respec all of my points here. I'm going to max out damage and boss damage first. Then I will max out crit rate and crit damage now. Okay, so this is my new hyper stat build. So with the remaining points, I can do whatever I want. I could add some to strength if I want to. I'm going to put the rest of them into ignore defense right now. Just for now. Okay, let me equip my actual gear. Okay, and okay. So now, my ignore defense is on 96. I have 51 crit damage, which needs to be worked on because I need to finish up my Legion. And I have 242 boss damage clean. Mainly now, my main goal is to finish Legion, so I can get both of these sections filled. But everything's respect and all prepared, so I'm really excited. I don't have to do any more leveling on my Phantom or BT. Whew, I was really worried having to level those things to 210 for the sake of my crit rate problems. I'd like to share a couple more calculations of mine. Marvel's around the corner, so I have quite the extensive shopping list here. I'm looking at the rates of Meso in the Meso market. It's anywhere between 1 to 600 to 800. So 1k NX is 600 mil to 800 mil from the Meso market. Oh, I'm actually 1 multi-KO from finishing the surprise mission. Let's go do that. Boop. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Probably nothing too good. Traces? I always welcome those. Ooh. Leo's got a really nice pair of Sweetwater shoes. Marvel's around the corner, so I'm planning out my shopping list. Also, I'm pretty close to getting, where are you? My arcane weapon. So I want to prepare priming. Sorry, I want to prepare to prime for it as well, so I'm doing calculations for that. In addition as well to cubing it and cubing the rest of all my gear and as well. My main target for Marvel are no booms. I need 20 of them, 5 of each belt, boot, glove, and cape. I don't think there's going to be a possibility for me to find 27% strength or higher tyrants in Scania that will be available for Meso, and that they're not a scam or a dupe. Which means, unfortunately, I will have to try and cube the freaking potentials myself, which is the least favorite thing for me to do. But hey, I got a good run with all of the accessories. I think accessories are probably the most accessible for anyone looking for 3-line because of how easy it is to get, and therefore how relatively cheaper it is to buy. Armor though, that's very difficult. 20 no booms. At the moment they're 3 bill each, but I project that they're going to drop to 2.5 or even 2 bill. But I'm going to use the current price of no booms at 3 bill. And that in total will cost me 60 bill to grab all of the no booms I need to 15-star the tyrants. Next, the subject matter of priming the future arcane sword. There are currently no freaking protection scrolls in the free market or auction house. Let me just double check right now. None here. 1.8 here. That's a bit too much. Okay, well this won't be an accurate calculation when I will actually start priming, but it's good to just do these rough calculations to know how much it's going to cost you and stuff, so you can prepare yourself for it much better than someone who won't be, and what's the word, just on a whim buying out everything and not being prepared and realizing they need this, they need that, and it's just so important to be prepared, especially as a free-to-play player. So to prime a arcane sword, that's 10 slots at a rate of 40% success rate. Where are my primes? 40, right? Yeah. Let's just say, for calculation's sake, that it will be half and half pass, half fail. So if that's the case, then I would need 20 protection scrolls, and if I put them at 1.5 bill each, that will be 30 bill. Fortunately, I already have the one-handed prime, so I don't have to add that into the calculation, but back to the meso rate, from 1 to 600 to 800. A Guardian Scroll is 2.4k. I hope when I edit this, I'll put infographic on the side to make it easier for you guys to understand. So if a Guardian Scroll is 2.4k, 20 of them would be 48k. So if I got a 50k code from someone at the rate of 1 to 600 to 800, I need anywhere between 30 to 40 bill just for the code itself for the Guardian. Not counting CSSing or any of that, I would need a total of anywhere between 60 to 70 bill to prime that arcane sword. Alright, how much do I have? Storage is full. I have 8 bill myself. I think I have 3 or 4. I think 3 meals that are full. So that's 40. I almost have 50 bill. I'm nowhere near preparing myself for arcane, unfortunately, then. In addition to priming the sword, I also want to prepare for the next double miracle time to cube sail and tier it up, and I also want to tier up and cube B pots of pretty much the rest of my armor except for you, and I guess it has to be you as well. I want to hit a goal of 500k in code or maple points combined. So I'm missing, if I have 281, that means I need 289k more. At a rate of 1 to 600 to 800, I would need anywhere between 130 bill to 175 bill. Oh boy, I hope I can get the cheaper rate then. Okay, so all in total, for the 20 no booms 60 bill, the 20 prots 30 bill, the 50k code for just priming alone 30 to 40 bill, and then the rest of the NX for 500k total is 130 bill to 175. So add that all together, and we get 250 bill to 295 bill. So I need 300 bill to be incredibly safe. Oh my god. Oh, that was a long rant. I apologize about that, but I wanted to get that out of the way. Back to actual Road to Max damage related things. I am swapping out this cart for a cheaper cart I just made. I cubed these with Occult cubes I got from Monster Collection. Now that I know I don't have to get the Phantom to 210, I don't really have to train it anymore or fund it any further. Which means I don't really need this cart anymore, and I can swap it out for this one, because I can resell this for a lot of meso. This cart used to be Simon's. All of his gear are on my Night Lord now, and I've always wanted to keep something to remind me of pretty much all the things that Simon has done for me. And if Simon, if you're still watching this, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me. Again, you donated me quite a lot of stuff. You've done so many things for me. I know this is sappy, but seriously. Well, into storage you go, and then eventually onto my hero, and then eventually into FM. I'm not sure what's going on, but Kelvin told me to check cash shop, which means he probably gave me something, so thank you, Kelvin. Just popped OBS immediately. Merry late Christmas. Oh geez, thank you. Don't need to, though. Oh. There's more. Uh-oh. Thank you. Don't really need to, though. Really. Oh. There's another one. Thank you. Don't really need to, though. Really. Again. Okay, how many did he send? This is ridiculous. Oh. Okay. These better not be packs. These better not be packs. I swear if these are packs. I've lost count at this point. I'm gonna scroll down, and those better be individual cubes. Oh, phew! I was scared there for a second. I thought those were bundles. Okay, but thank you anyways, Kelvin, for the Christmas present. If that was 6 packs of red cubes, I would have had no idea what to do with them, because I I would like to use them, but at that point it just feels like too much of a freebie. Does my conscience as a YouTuber making a free-to-play series would accept 66 red cubes? I sound really ungrateful, but there's a terrible balance between accepting donations and taking like huge massive amounts of things from people, or accepting or receiving them. So I'm always conflicted whenever people give me things or whatever, but thank you, Kelvin. Alright, 6 red cubes. I guess I could go cube my pants. I wish I could recube the tattoo for 33 strength, but I'm sure eventually, with enough patience, someone will trade 33 strength for it. The question is, how long am I willing to wait for it? But I want that 27 strength pair of pants or higher, so let's see if we'll have a Christmas miracle here. Junk lines. Oh, those are really trashy junk lines. 1 line of strength. Ooh. I always get slightly excited whenever I see the potential lines are short, because that would mean it would be stat lines instead of those useless junk lines that are like, oh, percent to ignore this damage, percent to do this amount of damage, percent to do whatever. So what is this, 4 now? Where are we at? 2 left. Abnormal status resistance. I don't want that. Oh. And last cube. 21% int. Okay. Gotta keep cubing. But thank you so much, Kelvin, for the Christmas gift. Much appreciated. You scared me when I saw the things, but nevertheless, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Unfortunately, Road to Max Damage has a lot of downtime at the moment, since most of my progression just comes in waves, typically around, you know, Marvel or Double Miracle time, when I go on an extensive shopping list and blowing all the money I've saved over the past few months into just one thing, and then I get a bit more range increase and all that, but I'm at the moment of a plateau again, and that's Maple Story progression for ya. So at the moment, I really don't have anything to do other than just make money, because I'm waiting for my Arcane Sword and I'm waiting for Marvel and all that. So Maple gets a bit boring for me at this time. And I'm also burnt out about making Meso, because there's not really a motivation for me to do it, because Meso is just so worthless that no one will accept it. They would rather prefer to take PayPal, USD, or NX, which I can't provide unless maybe it's NX gift, but even then I don't want to touch my NX. So I'm in sort of a predicament, and I'm just a little bit lost. A thing I've been considering doing is changing all of my 27% accessories to 30. There are a few reinforced rings, pendants, and superior earrings that have that are in the market, but because similarly to that whole Tyrant Boot ordeal, I'm really scared of buying anything. I feel completely exhausted having to worry about everything outside of the game, like, oh, is it duped? Is the guy a scammer? Just all those sorts of things that shouldn't be my responsibility, but it is now because of how the economy is and all that. Luckily enough for me, I don't really have anything that I'm particularly looking for except for maybe a 4th ring, but I still haven't decided what exactly I want. I mean, Hyla's Rage would be great, Breath of Divinity is also great, Forest Guardian is second tier great, but all of these rings are very, very expensive and out of reach for someone who only has Meso, and I'm always considering the possibility of GMS adding flames and 20 stars into the power creep. Not that I think it will happen, but I really want it to for the sake of a temporary Meso sync. In my opinion, 20 stars will probably solve the Meso inflation for about 2 weeks, tops. This sort of stuff isn't necessarily like incredibly important, but it's just something that I have on my mind, and I thought I would share it with you guys. It's another level 250 celebration party. This time it is my friend Avi hitting level 250. Gosh darn it, there's so many people hitting level 250 and I'm just sitting here content with 230 for the time being. I really want my level 250 as well, but I really want to finish my main pots first before anything. That's my priority, so once I get that, I will start my grind as well.
Leveled?
Yeah. Oh, would you look at this? The buy rate on the meso market is 2 for 1 bill now. 1.8 to 1 around that range. And then the sell rate is anywhere between 1.4 to 1.8. So mesos are really going back up, and that's exciting for me. Maybe I'll pick up some maple points through the meso market, but I already have a bunch of prepaid and I would like to bunch it up all together so I don't end up with a weird amount left over on both ends. But maybe I could do both. Yay! Woo!
Alright, nice run, guys. See ya.
Thanks for the run. I am about to do a ridiculous trade here. I feel like by doing this trade, this already shows like how extensive your reach has to be in the game just to be able to get to this stuff, which is something that I don't think should ever happen, but it's happening, and I'm not really happy about it, to be honest. I have now resorted to buying gears with meso by asking my friend Paul to buy the gear with USD, and then I pay him the meso equivalent of it. So I'm technically buying something with meso, but it's more like I'm buying like an NX code for an item, so that gets automatically translated to an item, but it's not NX code, it's actually like out of money, like out of bounds sort of thing. So I'm just really glad that after all these years I've had lots of friends from the game and lots of contacts and networking, so that way I can actually get around to doing this. If you really don't know people or don't know any networking, then you're not really gonna get this type of things. Sort of very similar to the real world, I guess. So this is the trade. This is what I'm doing. Right now, the seller of this item is giving it directly to me. So here we go. This is it. A 33% tattoo. I had to look very far and deep for this tattoo, but I'm getting the tattoo and Paul is paying for it to that guy, and then I'm paying Paul in mesos the cost of this tattoo. Like I said before, this should not ever have to happen, but here we are. I don't know why I have to resort to this. It's incredibly frustrating. So this translated into meso, we've agreed that I am going to pay 50 bill for this tattoo. So think about this for a second. I had to contact someone to sell me the tattoo. Then I have to contact my friend to buy the tattoo. Then I have to convert all of that to meso to get the tattoo. And yeah, I just... it's just ridiculous. Okay, well, I have to pay 50 bill to Paul now. Hello, this is Amite from the future. This is about maybe a month ahead. I spent a good amount of time trying to sell the 33 luck tattoo, and in the end, I'm going to be selling it to a guildie of mine. Paul bought the 33% strength tattoo for USD, and I thought, well, I was gonna pay him the meso equivalent, but I wanted to sell the 33 luck and then have the money sent over to Paul so we could save at least one trade of meso from tax. But in the end, what happened is the guildie was like, oh, well, do you accept USD or whatever? And I'm like, well, I owe Paul money. I don't know what he wants. So I just said, hey, Paul, whatever payment you want, take that from them. And then once you get the money, I'll give the tattoo over. So I waited a whole, I don't know, month almost? Feels like 2 or 3 weeks actually, to get this tattoo off my inventory. I could have just gave it to Paul, but I wasn't anticipating selling the tattoo for USD in a way. This is basically my way of paying back Paul now. So just to reiterate, because I can't remember how I explained things before, Paul bought me a 33% strength tattoo for USD from someone, and then I'm selling this tattoo back to someone who paid Paul USD. So yeah, it's basically a convoluted trade for 33 strength in exchange for 33 luck. The thing is, like, none of that USD has touched me at all, which is the underlying thing that I wanted to say. Anyways, alright, so here we are, trading the 33 luck over because my guildie paid Paul already. So Paul told me he got the payment, and now I'm giving the tattoo over. This is so complicated, convoluted, and I should have just gave the 33 over to Paul, and that would have just done it. Okay, so to reiterate once again, Paul bought me a 33 strength tattoo for USD. I was gonna pay him in meso, but I had a 33% luck tattoo, and I wanted to sell it for meso and then have the person pay Paul to save tax. But then the person that I was going to sell it to ended up paying USD to Paul, and Paul just received the payment, so now I'm giving the tattoo over to them. Alright, there we go.